You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah, man. Big stuff on the way.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We are in the building, baby. We back.
Thursday night special.
Yes,
Little
sir. Yes,
pregame for
sir.
the final, baby. Little
Yeah,
pregame for the
yeah.
basketball.
Yo, people was trying to get me, I'm not gonna say people because that's my guy, Shane, Jewel Machine. He was like, yo, Pool, y'all should do something for the finals. I was like, no, it's high school basketball weekly night. So I think it'll be cool if I just switch the background a little bit because it's not basketball heads right now. It's definitely high school basketball weekly. So we definitely gotta switch that up. There we go. And the background. Yes, sir. Boom. And that's going to be switched. So that's good. What's up, B? How you doing, brother?
Listen, man, it is in full effect. The summer is right around the corner. Basketball is popping, man. I mean, it's just going crazy right now. I know you're super busy. I'm super busy, but so happy to be here with my guy on a Thursday night.
No doubt, man. We're going to have to crown you soon the mayor of May Hoops because you definitely be making your rounds. People been asking about you, man. So
Queens College this weekend, baby. Let's go.
Yeah, I heard some big things going down. I got so many things going on. I got to do my hip hop side this Saturday. Go check out Nori at the Bushwick Festival that they have here in Brooklyn.
Beautiful.
Me and Fa, hopefully Fa get down there because Fa has a busy weekend as well.
Yeah.
There's a lot going on. My people in the pound got something going on. I wish I could get out there, man. But look like we're going to be tied up, man. So hopefully I'll get out there this summer. I need to go out to see my guys up at Hoops by the Sun. You know what I'm saying? For sure. Go see my guys up there. Because
You've been busy, man. You've been to some humble runs, I saw, right? You were checking some of those out?
Yeah. They were cool. I went to one. One, like the third one that they had the third week and went to check it out. Some, see some of the guys down there balling. I would say I kind of before I left there, I was like, yo, Just, you should do something with the college guys and the high school guys mix. And I see that they're doing that now. So I think that's dope. So the guys not playing against each other every week and they can get some different competition. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and the college guys love the runs. So, some great guys have really developed, and it's nice to see them come back. So, love what they're doing over there on the Wednesday nights.
No doubt. Well, anyway, welcome to High School Basketball Weekly. I am your host, Glenn Pooh Harding, always with my partner in crime,
Brian Reichert.
There you go. Tonight we will be discussing the fake offers. Yeah, we coming at y'all next tonight because
baby.
We've been doing this for some time now, and we've been seeing all you guys with all these fake offers, and then at the end of the year, you ain't going to any of those schools. All right? So we're going to blow y'all up on that one. Listen, we ain't here to knock any kids, but we got to stop the fake offers. It's getting crazy out here, man. It's gotten bad over the years. It's gotten bad, Coach. And joining us to shed some light on that subject will be Coach John Arnold. All right? We also will be talking about the top returning players and programs for 2026-2027 season. So, without further ado, let's start the show. You heard?
Let's go.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We are in the building. My man Ballhead's in the building. That's right, the nation. Number one. That's a fact. That's a fact. Yo, so listen, we here, man. We here, man.
Start it up, my man.
Listen, it's a lot going on. We're gonna wait for our guy John Arnold before we kick in with the topic for tonight. I know earlier we were discussing some of the top returning players for this year, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Look,
And I got another question for you.
yes,
We've we talked a little bit about the transfer portal. There's definitely been some updates. And me and you also got a text, and haven't really talked about our reaction to it. What did you think, Pooh? I know I'm throwing you on the spot. Honestly, haven't prepped my guy one bit. What do you
I
think
know
of
where you're
Coach
going.
Pat? What do you think
I
of
know.
Coach Pat,
I knew
aka?
you. Listen, I can read your mind, brother. I can read your mind, man.
I know. I'm trying to send it to my guy.
No doubt. Um, Look, I think it's a win, right? It's a win because he only got the 7-game suspension,
Mm,
right? They have such a great coaching staff, and they're gonna be so well prepared that I
yeah,
don't think they'll miss a beat, far
yeah,
as their program goes, right?
yeah,
So cool. Coach Pat gets the smack of the wrist, but they could travel, right?
yeah.
They could play in the playoffs, right?
Exactly. A
So
lot of the extra kind of things that were thrown on, all kind of,
yes,
put away, which makes a lot of sense. And kudos to Coach Pat. And like you said, he's got a great staff. They're kind of built for this. He'll have them super prepared. And I just wanted your opinion on that because I think it's a great thing. It's kind of settling, at least, a thing in the right direction. That was really starting to get some traction, Pooh.
yeah, we got out there first, man, and then the rest of the country got behind us, and was supporting the program. And look, it's good that the voices was heard. And look, Pat stayed low. He let his uh representation speak for him, in that sense. And it kind of we thought we was gonna go away. I knew it was gonna go away, but the fact that he only got the 7-game suspension, not 8, but still, again, us knowing his coaching staff, how well they're gonna be prepared, I
Mm.
think they won't miss a beat.
Totally with you, Pooh. And like I said, kind of putting that to bed, and they could kind of focus on the new future of Stepanak and keeping that thing rolling. And Coach Pat turning down that IMG job that somebody finally took. Definitely took a lot, and that was great to see him stay, like a lot of people have said. But we got a lot of good returning guys, a lot of exciting programs, and a lot of question marks, Pooh, which I think makes next year one of the most open and exciting seasons that the Catholic League and probably the PSAL have had in a long time.
That's right. And far as Coach Pat, we're glad he stayed. He preaches that people should stay in the city, and he stayed. And we got a great group of kids that's coming back next year.
No
So
doubt.
far,
Yeah. Yeah.
so far, let's keep our fingers crossed because we know soon as July hits, that transfer portal open up, and they're gonna be busting through those floodgates.
I told you
Hopefully,
today,
back to
our
their
guy, the
school.
Wolverine, on the move, man, from Vermont Academy down to Blair. I mean, gonna try and follow in Rippy's steps. So that a big jump. Kamari White gonna try and do some things down in Blair, but just the start of it, Pooh, like you said, it's gonna be absolutely wild.
He's coming closer to home, so he'll be good. He'll be good. He'll be good. Yeah, let's look at some of those kids that's coming back next year. And right out the gate, this young man, I saw a clip of him playing in their runs at Holy Cross, and Peyton Wilson. Now
Mm,
I'm seeing Peyton Wilson put it on the floor, being able to cross over, go to the basket, make a layup. We knew he could shoot the 3, right? We knew he could post up. But to
yeah.
get the ball on the wing on the outside in the triple threat and be able to get past his guy, add another dimension to his game is going to make him dangerous next year. What do you think?
No doubt, man. I just wrote an article about him and another guy that we're going to talk about very shortly. Um, you know, he's a guy who could potentially be an MVP. He could take over the league He's super dynamic. Coach Turnage texted me last night. He's over 6'8". I mean, he's getting new offers. Old Dominion is now on him. I mean, this kid is just continuing to look terrific for the Cardinals. Really is taking all that momentum that he started playing with. Way more aggressive, really, really good with his touches, playing pissed off. And every minute he's on, he's been productive. So I've been really happy with what Wilson's been doing. He's got an exciting future.
And Amadou Barry.
And that's the other guy who was in the article.
Yes, right? We seen this guy, not be able to finish, sometime halves early on in his career to slimming up, getting his body right, and having a spectacular year last year. And I think he's going to even add more to his game. What were some of the things you were saying about Amadou in the article?
Yeah, he's another guy who's starting to get more offers. His recruitment's starting to pick up. And, he's just one of the most dynamic guys in the half court. Super deadly from three. He's really kind of settling in now at the Riverside Hawks. Looks really dangerous, very recruitable, in good shape. And just, every time he touches the ball, he's making something happen on offense. It just gets enough stops, Pooh. You know what I mean? To be a guy who's kind of reliable on defense, not a liability. Gets just enough stops to get it done. So just becoming a really recruitable guy, and colleges are starting to really, take notice.
One of the nicest guys off the court.
Yeah.
But you don't want to take him off during the game, being his opponent, man. we see that. That's right true. There. He do not play. And let's go to the guards, right? Another guy we had on the show, Johnny Maggs, right? Johnny Maggs, again, he sacrificed a lot to make sure that his younger guys, Scholar and Ellis, was able to have productive years that built up their confidence. But what I saw at the end of the year against Scaling, when nobody else could kind of get on, he put the team on his back and took him as far as he could take him. But that moment where I saw him shift gears and become the guy, and, man, he went to the line, about 15, 16 times?
Yeah. Felt like 30 times, honestly.
They was double, triple teaming him, but that didn't matter. He was getting to the hole and being able to get to his spots. What more can you say about Johnny Maggs?
He kind of scares me, Pooh, because like a lot of other guys, not like a lot of other guys, I'm sorry. While they chase the offers and, they run around on the circuits and play with all these different guys, Magnus just training, Pooh. He's just gearing himself up for this playoff run coming up for this senior year. And I think a lot of people should be worried. He's getting stronger. He's really working on all of his on all of his spots, getting more physical, better handle, making quick decisions. And they're really preparing him for that run like I'm talking about. And people better be ready because he's just gonna lift the play of those guys. He's got those 2028s playing confident. And CTK's got some big guys coming in. Malachi Hudson back from injury. I just think Magna is in the perfect spot. He's got the right nucleus around him, and he's going to be super dangerous.
And he learned how to play point guard last year.
Yeah, and Pooh, like when you're committed, right, and you're going somewhere, how much of a relief is that as a player? You're not worrying about it. You're not looking over your shoulder. You're just playing, right? You're focused.
And focus is my guy.
Yeah.
Lee Robinson.
Wow.
Lee Robinson finished up top guy in the PSAL after 1 year coming from Nebraska, made a splash in New York, made New York his home. And, man, if nobody didn't tell you, you wouldn't know that this kid was from Nebraska, right?
No, he looks like he's been from New York for years. He looks super comfortable. And, man, he looks super strong on the New Heights team. He's making plays all over. His shot making is improving. His confidence is growing. And he's just going to be so dangerous, Pooh. I don't know. I mean, Pooh, who are some guys who are going to be able to guard this kid? He's going to be unbelievable. The only guy I think who can guard him is on his team probably, right? I mean, he is just a special guy with the ball in his hands. He's a special athlete. I mean, Eagle BK has a megastar in Robinson, man. What?
And he's not waiting. He's not waiting, right, anymore. Like he told me, he said, you know what? I know that's something I got to do. I got to be more aggressive. I got to bring it to the defense and not just sit back and just, play the role. But I think him being a first-year player on Eagle, he wanted to kind of come in and just kind of fit in. But his fitting in made him even stood out even more. So some good
And like
things.
his defense got better. I think, you say it every time we broadcast. He kind of sits back sometimes, or he gambles too much, picks up kind of some dumb fouls where I know you get on him. He needs to be on the court. And he also kind of worked through those double teams too, right? Sometimes he was a little
Yep.
too passive. Every time they came, he just gave it up without any real direction or doing a dribble and trying to get the double team to collapse. But you kind of saw him get a little bit more assertive, especially in that last game. He was giving it all he got. And he's just a guy who I think is just ascending as a player. And like you said, I think in year 2, he really just takes off, in all aspects.
This next guy's gonna have a super year. And if he does, he's gonna splash onto the national scene, Mr. Bryce Yancey.
Man, I mean, listen, Pooh, I'm going to let you break this one down because you were loving him in the playoffs. I mean, offense, defense, whether he's taking a charge, right, Pooh? Tell the guys how much you like this kid.
He's such a dynamic player, right? And he's someone that's going to bring it every time. He is fearless. He has the guard skills to beat you off the dribble. He can shoot the long three. He's going to hustle back if he messes up on offense and play defense. He's the guy that's going to get the steal. He's definitely a scrappy player, and he doesn't take a play off, right? There's no chill with him, right? He's always on go, and the light on the top of his head is always green because there isn't a shot that he does not like.
True. And I really, kind of turned the corner for me, his defense, like you talked about. Didn't really have a shot in a couple games in the playoffs, but fought, like you said, just made stuff happen, fought on every play, and was just always battling. So really respect Yancey, and think he's got a lot of potential kind of to step into that Fields role, and kind of expand his game a little bit offensively.
This next player, I'm gonna step outside the box a little bit because, and give him some props because he came down and he helped out with our kids in our last clinic that we had, gave him some good words of advice and was there supporting them. This young man, he's been having a terrific career. Player of the year in the whole state of New York of the 3A, and that is Tyler Romeo. I know we always start out with the high guys, but he can fit right in there with those 4A and AA guys with his game. Tyler Romeo is definitely someone that I say took it to another level in the playoff, and especially during that chip game when people weren't naming him the top guy in the 3A.
Yeah.
And took it personal and let everybody know he is the top dog in the 3A and easily could be in the 4A. And I want to see if they make that transition, because if they make that transition, hey, watch out for achievement first, man, because,
Hey, man, of course. Anytime Tyler Romeo's on your team, you got a chance. He's super underrated. You said it best that, that he belongs in that 4A list, but not at the bottom, right in the middle, man. I mean, this kid could hang in a lot of situations. That team could play a lot of people. And he showed, that he could play for more than 3 quarters, Pooh. He could close out games. He started to show that late. He started to be more consistent. And listen, do we want to see more from him? Always. But the flashes we've seen have been terrific. He's shown the ability to be a point guard, shown the ability to score. I really like what I'm seeing from him. I just think, him and I always kind of compare him to your guy from South Shore, Levi. I just love the way those two play. I really do.
And, we definitely got Levi on the list, man. We definitely got Levi on the list. But, hey, CK, they number 1 on my list. All right? CTK, baby. And speaking of CTK, scholar Ragu. How special is this kid?
Beyond special, man. Just a gifted shot maker who continues to take, basketball even more seriously. He's a mature player. I just think he's a D1 dream. And, he's such a good fit with Arbitello. And I hope him and Ellis stay. I think they'll be all time great Royals. I think they're the next guys after Magna and those bunch. I think, he could just really take that team to the next level. He keeps getting in better shape, more athletic. I just love everything I'm seeing. Everything. How about you?
Of course, we know he can score the basketball,
Yeah.
right? He came into this Royal thing as a point guard and then
Yeah.
put in a position where he's playing off the ball. But right now, I think that Magna is comfortable playing the point guard position. I want to see them be able to switch up, right?
Yeah.
I want to see him go back to the point guard position a little bit and be able to dish the basketball and also become a lockdown defender. I think if he add that to his game, because he's tall, he's
Yeah.
long, he's athletic, and I think he can make some things happen. I'm expecting a big year, another big year from Scholar Ragu.
I think if he takes defense seriously, like you said, he could stop almost anybody. He's got the athleticism and toughness, and he's got physicality in his game, good motor. Like you said, if he adds that, he's going to be super dangerous, and the D1s are going to be calling left and right. And man, how good is his teammate, Mr. Ellis? Man,
Man,
big time scorer.
Listen, one of the best shooters in the whole state of New York. This kid is ice cold. Remind me of Dell Ellis, just a lot shorter, but he gets his shot off just as quick with that quick release. I know, speaking to his dad, he's going to fall back a little bit this summer, not be too much of the road, make sure he's healthy because he has some, injuries throughout the year, and I think that'll be the best thing for him. Sometimes it's cool to get low, right? It's cool to get low, refine your game, come back, and better than ever.
Yeah, he's being very selective with the stuff he's played in and the stuff that he has played in. He's popped. He's a guy, another guy collecting new offers. I know UAB's on him, and he's a long-term investment guy. He's going to be a big-time name in 2028 as time goes by, and just another extremely deadly weapon that honestly could lead the Royals in scoring. Possibly. So. Just another guy that Arbitello could count on that makes CTK, preseason favorites for guys like you and a lot of people, man. A lot of people are going to be on the Royals.
Another kid I want to see take his game to the next level and add some dimensions to his game because we all know Josh Rivera is a great shooter.
Oh,
right?
Yeah.
He has the size. He can actually be a point guard, right? If he puts his mind to it. He puts his mind to it. And also being a lockdown defender, making things happen on both ends because you don't have the comfortability of those guys that you had last year. You don't have those three McDonald Americans plus Hassan Karesi, right? You don't have the
you gotta
Perry.
be able to stop the ball.
You have to be able to stop the ball.
Yeah. And Pooh, I hope people get what you mean by point guard because at least how I see it, and I feel like what you're talking about and how I view it is not that you want them to be a floor general that averages 15 assists and not shoot, but be a guy who can get the team into offense, run sets, get other guys shots from your ability. That's what Pooh's talking about. Not, oh my God, he has to play point guard. That means you're not shooting and you're Rondo. That's not what he's talking about, or you're Alvarado. He's saying that you can run the offense, that you can run sets, that maybe you can create a double and get someone a quick three. You know what I mean? That's what we're talking about with adding a point guard dimension to your game.
Yep.
You know what I mean? I hope people understand that. And with defense, like you said, not just being a good defender, a good help defender, right, Pooh? A guy who talks, annoying, a pest. That just takes a little effort. And to add that to your bag, every school wants that. You know what I mean? Every school wants a guy who could help out on defense.
Listen, if you don't add that to your game, you're not making your team better. Now, this is not to say that they don't have point guards. We know they got point guards, right? They got some point guards on that team. You got the freshman Tristan Robinson, right?
Yep.
You got Ethan that's there, and
Yeah, you
also
got Jordan Archibald.
Jordan is going to have the ball in his hands,
Yep.
right? Jordan's going to have the ball in his hands, but if Jordan is being tied up, like he did it. We seen Josh bring the ball up, initiate the offense, be able to move around and get the ball back.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm very excited to see how he transform his game, because he won't be able to just stand in the corner and wait for that 3-point shot, because
you think
he has a lot more to do.
Make or break year for you on Josh Rivera this season?
Most definitely.
Yeah.
Most definitely. I need to see him do more, and I hope he's hearing this, take this serious, and understand that, hey, man, we in your corner. We just want to see you do more. And I know you have the capabilities of doing that.
Oh, yeah. And I'm a huge fan. I'm the first guy in the room to bang the drum for Rivera. I think there's so much potential in there. But like you said, we want to see it out there. We want to see him take over and prove, that he's the guy that we know he can be, like you said. So, he's another guy on the list that has a lot of opportunity next season. Big advantages.
Let's go out to Queens, man.
Let's
King
go,
of Queens,
man.
King Tut, man. King
wow,
Tut,
talk
man.
about having a great spring, man. Talk about boosting your stock, man.
He's tearing it up.
People have been buzzing me about Mr. Tut from everywhere. We got to shout out, the King of Queens himself. He has done such a good job with Mr. Tut, and they have just been, leveling up at the perfect time. I mean, how much do you love this guy, Pooh? What a star.
I told him, I saw him at the Humble Runs, and I told him, I was like, yo, I'm a big fan, kid.
Oh,
keep your foot on the pedal. Keep your foot on the pedal. And I told him, I was like, the one thing I wanted to see was that jump shot. In the playoffs, you showed me, right? You're not just the bull, right? They'd be like the bull. Now they should be calling you King Tut, because you're adding so much more to your game.
No doubt. Looks like a prospect, man. Looks like all the guys got the tools of being a D1 guard,
And he's only going to be a junior.
Yeah.
That's the scary part.
I know. That's some good 2028s, man, especially in Queens.
Whew. Another kid that's tearing up the scene, our guy, Eli Murray, who we've been very high on since we've been watching him in 8th grade.
How excited are you about prep, man? I cannot wait.
First of all, they're loaded. We could go down, Mr. Dotton, my guy DeSantis, which we could get to, which we are gonna get to. But I think after we got our guest we gotta bring on, and we'll come back afterwards and talk about some more players. But I think Eli Murray, he's doing a fantastic job on the AAU circuit right now. And again, they're coming back to an awesome team, young team. I think they're still a year away from being, top tier. I think they'll be right in there. But prove me wrong. Prove me wrong. Show me you can win with a young team, because we got a lot of older teams out there that's been waiting their turn to stepping up and running the tables. So
yeah, and we talk about a great staff. He's got a great staff. Maybe a little Jimmy Lynch magic, and you never know with this team.
Yeah.
They can get on a run like nobody's business. The Terriers are going to be tough. But let's get our guy, J.A., in the building, man. Let's get him in.
Yeah, he just saw him back out real quick. Oh, there you go. Bam. What's up, man? Look, my guys in the studio. Platinum hits. All platinum hits. Yo, John, what up? You hear us?
No, I don't think you could hear us. You got the volume on?
Can't hear you.
We can't hear you.
He's trying to get it hooked up and come back on. There you go.
Where the heck is he, Pooh?
Hey, listen, I already know he in the studio right now.
He's all business tonight with those glasses on. You kidding me?
There you go.
What's up, bro?
J.A., what up, baby?
What's up, B? What's good? What's going on,
my man?
What's good?
What's happening?
You forgot my boy Anthony Elor, man.
Huh?
Malloy.
We
Oh
working
no,
our way
we
around,
working, we
Big
work,
Cat.
we working. We
Okay.
gotta, yeah.
We just got the Queens. We just got the
yeah,
Queens.
yeah. We had, and I saw we passed our time point where to bring you on, so we had to cut the list short. You know what I'm
I
saying?
got you. Okay, that's
So,
that's one of
so,
my
so,
that's one of
so
my babies, man. That's
all
one of
right.
my
So tell us
babies, man.
about Anthony, man. Tell us about Anthony.
Yeah.
Oh man, he just scratching the surface. He's just scratch. He's on that same team with Touch Son.
Oh, love it,
Yep.
man. Oh,
Yep. Yep.
Got you. Got
Already 6'3". Yeah.
you. Is
He's
it
coming.
number 11? Is that number 11?
Um I'm not sure his number. You talking about on the Lightning or he's the point guard for Malloy.
Oh, for Malloy. Okay, I'm
yeah.
Yeah,
talking
yeah,
about something else.
yeah.
Okay,
But he plays
got
on
you.
that same 16U
Got you.
Lightning team.
Well, my guy Rich Henry been waiting, man. He's like, man, fake offers is crazy, man.
Ah,
Fake
yeah. Oh
office
my
is
God.
crazy. Listen, if y'all know, we've been talking about this thing for a long
For a
time, man.
long
We've been talking
time,
about this
yeah.
thing for a long time. My guy John has definitely been talking about this as well, right? We always on the back phone, and he's just been saying, yo, G, man, look at this. And with this for years, right? Yo, look at this, man. Look at these fake offers, man. This is not real. And when you see it, it looks real, right? It
Mm-hmm.
looks
Mm-hmm.
real. I just want to get into this real quick. It hold on. It looks real because hold on. Here you go. The social media showdown, right? This is what happens. It's like they get polished graphics, taglines, emojis, claiming big time scholarships can spread fast, no verification needed. However, when those offers turn out to be fabricated, the fallout can be damaged.
Yeah, man.
Can damage your reputation, relationships, and recruitment opportunities. It's time to call out the trend and dig into reality. Back to life. Back to reality.
You
Back
crazy.
to life. Yo,
Oh,
John, man, how bad is it out here?
Oh, it's tough, man. It's not. It's not. It's just even with just you just kill a kid's spirit. Posting those offers. You'll see a kid with a power five, but you don't see no low D1s or no locals. And I think it kills a kid's spirit. And I've had to at least try to help some kids who got caught up in that piece of it. And at the end of the day, had nothing.
Mm.
They couldn't make those phone calls or you tell them give the coach a call, and they can't call a coach or they haven't spoken to a coach. It's sad. It's really sad.
I spoke to my guy, Brian Nash. He's the basketball director at IMG.
Yep, yep.
Our
Bishop
guy
Ford.
B. There you go.
Bishop Ford. Yep.
He was like, "Yo, Pooh, man, listen. If these offers are real, when they get these offers in their freshman and sophomore years, call up these coaches and say I'm ready to sign and see what they say."
Yeah.
Or even their junior years sometime, right? A lot of them be juniors and going to their senior years, and it's plastic with offers everywhere.
It's interesting. See, years ago, that practice worked, where
yep.
someone saw, oh wow, he got offered. So let me dig into this. Let me see why they offered the kid.
Yeah.
And where now the landscape completely changed. It's an older game. So when you see a freshman with 20 offers, like, and you talk to a coach, the coach is like, look, I don't have time to look at a high school senior, let alone a high school freshman.
Yeah.
Yeah, CK said bootleg offers is like mixtapes on the street.
Yeah. I don't even know if I would use fake as my FA word. I think it's more favors.
Yeah, yeah, it's but how about this one though? It also hurts a kid recruitment,
Of course.
because if I see a kid with a Power Five offer and I'm like, hold on, he only has 2, maybe 3 offers. First thing the D1s or your level may say, why am I recruiting a kid? He's above us.
Yep, he's
It
out of
it,
our
it
league.
hurts you.
Yep.
Yep. And even in football, because it's happening in football as well. Check this out. So in football, you'll see a kid post, oh, I'm grateful for, my visit, thanks to this coach, that coach. They don't even realize when they post that, you're putting out a red, it's a red flag that goes up to every school. Because I'm looking, oh, okay, so he had a visit, but they didn't sign him or he didn't commit. First thing they're gonna say is, that's not real. Or you reached out to them just to, go check the school out. So it sets off that red flag.
Yeah, and it definitely gives off a vibe sometimes of like what Jay's saying, like, oh, it didn't work out. Like he went and visited and it didn't work out,
Yeah,
100%. And I think a
yeah.
lot of these, big time offers that these kids get do chase away a lot of schools, and some people even say, well, why are we talking to him? He's got an SEC offer. And, meanwhile, you call the SEC school and they've never even heard of the kid.
Yes. Even some of the low, oh my God, even some of the low D ones, you ask them, they know a kid. Who?
Yep.
Some of these coaches hit up the kid and be like, "Yo, we didn't do this. Can you please take that down? Like, we didn't offer you."
I'll tell you guys both the story, and
Yes.
it's insane. I've had a school call me after a kid committed to them and said, "Who is this kid that's committing to us?"
That's crazy. That's absolutely crazy.
Think about that.
Hold on. You're
He
totally
committed
foul
it.
for that. You're foul for that. Totally. First of all, like, it's so fraudulent, right? Yo, John, right? Again, I hate to keep doing this, but it's like these
You pulling out
letters.
the letters again?
We knew if you got a letter like this, it from James Madison, right? We didn't take these
Dude
letters
still got
serious.
his letters.
Oh man,
Look, these the only ones I can salvage, right? The other ones is somewhere in Jersey, and
I
right?
love that though.
The OGs told us, unless you was getting something like this,
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
right? Unless you was getting something like this, don't take that serious. But in the beginning, we don't know, John. So when we get our first letter, our sophomore year, right, when we start bubbling, right, end of our sophomore year, we get a letter. I remember my first letter was from Nebraska. And I was so hyped. My coach was like, first of all, right now your grades suck. You're not going anywhere. Like, let's get that straight. Let's get right from the jump. Like, right now your grades suck. So until you prove as a student, you're not going anywhere.
Thank God for Coach, man.
Yeah.
But in the social media age, we don't know.
Coach
Everybody
posted
fronting.
that back in the day, man.
Yeah, but you Glenn, you can't. The one thing people misunderstand, you cannot in this landscape, you cannot fool a coach. The coach, they want to see it with their own eyes. They're not taking someone else's assessment or evaluation. They want to see it. They want to see it. They want to see it for themselves. And how about this, right? I remember as a ball player, it was so stressful the summer when you have all these schools recruiting you and your coach telling you to wait. And everywhere you went, all your friends are asking, what school you going to? Where you going to? What school you going to?
Yep.
Think about it now. Because we didn't post offers back then.
We couldn't. Where we gonna post them? We gonna wear them on our shirt? Pin them on our shirt?
So now you see a kid posting, I'm a 5-star, I'm a 4-star, and you see them, you're like, hold up, why they're not committing? And now everywhere they go to workouts, yo, what school you going to? What school you going to? It's frustrating for a ball player, and it's also hurtful, man. And that's why when you see it, I look at some people, I'm like, why are they doing this to this kid? You're not helping them. You're actually hurting them now more than helping.
Especially when they realize it and figure it out that they truly have nothing at the end of the day, which is what me and you see. And Pooh is seeing a lot more of it now, especially with these kids as getting into it. It's heartbreaking, man. It's like 2 years ago you had an SEC offer.
Yeah. And they'll say, yo, Coach John hating.
Yeah, yeah,
He hating. Why he's saying that about me? Because he knows. This is why we had to bring him on. Like y'all have no idea all if I didn't take erase all the information out of my phone, all the texts that he would show me of dudes fake offers, like we could flood up the whole computer right now. Yo, Glenn, look at this. Yo, G, look at this. Look at this. And me, I'm looking like, damn, well, that seems reasonable. But again, now you start to see more and more. Now the years has passed, and I've seen it, and I'm like, yeah, this is crazy. It
Yeah.
looks nice. It looks your it makes your social media look nice.
Yeah,
yeah,
and
yeah.
it's not like JA or I or Pooh is saying that some kids aren't getting offers and some kids
Hmm.
aren't waiting, right? Which is what's happening, right? Some kids, it's their time. They're getting a lot of things. Like you could ask JA, you look at a kid like maybe say Caleb, right? Caleb Odergrew. It's his time. He's getting a ton of big time offers, right? Did he get these at 13, 14? You know what I mean? No, it's his time though, and
Yeah,
that's what he's going through. But at the
and it's
same
obvious.
exactly, it's obvious, right? And like you said, there's no hiding it today. The days of, when my uncle was an old time coach and people used to come in and say, oh, Pooh, who should we take from this team? Who looks good on Lincoln? Or Jay, who looks good on this team? You know, that's only just to get your foot in the door. The coaches got to see you now,
Hmm.
100%, like Jay
Yeah,
is.
yeah, yeah, yep,
It's a lot
absolutely.
different.
When do the fronting stop? Like, how bad did y'all need to let everybody know that you're worthy as a ball player by having all these fake offers behind you on the side of you?
But
Like,
I think
it's not worth it.
I think it calmed down a little bit though. From what I've been seeing, it
Why
calmed
did you
down. It
do
calmed
that
down.
with your son? And he's D1. Like, but why did you do that with your son? Or
It,
post all his offers?
Let me tell you something. It's interesting, right? And I'm gonna talk about Coach TP, right, from Quinnipiac, and because I spoke to him a few weeks ago because he was, we were talking about um somebody else. I can't mention his name,
Got you.
but before we had the conversation, I said, Coach, before we even get into that, I want to thank you. And I said, I'm thanking you because you were a man of your word. I said, when you offered my son, right? He went up there, he went up to the open gym, saw him, loved him. He offered him and he offered his teammate, which is he's at Siena. And when we went for an unofficial, that's when he had offered him, right? But he said, look, Brandon, I believe in you. I think you have a chance. These are exact words. I think you have a chance. He said, I'm gonna offer you, but I'm still evaluating. I will be out. And to his credit, he was there. Just so happened it was a situation where when he saw him, where he liked him at, he was playing a point. And he was playing with Ryan Marsh. And love Ryan to death, but Ryan that tends to dominate the ball. And we had lost the big, so he had to play the four. But I thanked him because he was there front and center. And then this summer, when Brandon started doing his thing, now you started seeing him hovering around because he started seeing other schools getting involved. But it was already too late. But I think I've educated not just him, all of my boys. They know, like, come on, coach, that ain't real. You know that, and they know. So I would never put them through that situation. So it makes sense. And I'm one where you got to earn it. And sometimes it's the long route. Like even like the young man that's with that Zay Rose, that who we brought over last year with Crown. And Zay came from that City Rocks program. And Zay was, he was stressing. I gotta get off. I gotta get off her. Why can't I get off her? And my last text to him last week, Bryant, was Zay, I'm so proud of you, bro. You
Mm.
got it the old fashioned way.
Facts.
Nobody gave it to you. Wasn't a coach calling. You
Mhm.
earned that. You earned that. And you
100%.
had and you had a coach that fell in love with you. And that's all this is about. So
Yeah.
you could sit there and post all them fake offers all you want. If you ain't speaking to that head coach, if you're not his guy, Nah, it doesn't make sense. Does not make sense.
And do you think, we talk about the players. Do you think the players are completely to blame? Because you see a lot of the programs are dying to throw these out, even before the guys post them.
No,
Remember
no,
Bryant? Remember
no.
Bryant?
That's what I was about to say. So people don't know Bryant. What's my guy name? He was at Knox School.
Process.
Yeah, Grasso, right? So Grasso. People don't know Grasso used that to build up Bryant. He wanted that notoriety that
Yep.
he offered 1,000 kids because now everybody's looking like, hold up, what's going on with Bryant? He did it because he blew it up and they won.
Marketing.
And
Yes,
he ended up
yes,
getting a couple of those kids that didn't get through the net. That was it.
yeah, yeah. So me and my partner, right, at he coaches. His son is actually going to Stanford for football, right? Jacob Butler. Me and his dad, right? And we sit there, we strategize. And when we talk to those football kids, we tell them the same thing. Stop allowing these schools to use you as marketing.
Mm.
You posting, oh, thank you for the camp offer, or thank you for the unofficial. But meanwhile, you're not
So,
telling them it was 500 other kids on that that unofficial visit. So it looks bad. It looks bad. So Grasso used it at Bryant as a marketing tool. It was smart because Bryant was everywhere.
hmm
So we can now start to track these kids. And listen, if I see you doing it, I may start to call some of y'all out.
But Glenn, it's not the kids.
I'm not talking about the kid. I'm not talking about the kids. I'm not talking about the kid. I'm never gonna mention a kid name. I'm never gonna throw a kid name up the bus. But you'll see the offers. Like, let's see the offers, and then at the end of the season, let's see where you go, right? Because a lot of these kids are going to places that's the offer's not even on the post.
Yeah,
Like, where
yeah,
did the school come from?
yeah.
yeah,
Like, the school wasn't on the list.
Because they're
Yo,
the only real one.
right? It's
yeah,
like, why would you do that?
It's
yeah,
terrible.
yeah. You
I
actually,
always say it.
you,
I always say it, and I feel bad because a lot of kids get hurt when I say it. I always say, why are you not committing to that offer then? If
yeah, man.
Why? And then early too.
What are you going to get better than that? Plus, JA and Pooh could attest to this. Why not verbal commit to somebody if you're going to get something that's legit, right?
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm,
Allegedly, right? You're not
mm-hmm.
signing anything permanently at that time, you know?
But another thing I learned after being in the game for a minute, that a lot of these families who have a little paper could call up these rankings and go, look, my kid got offers. So now they understand this. I think, John, you kind of schooled me to this as well. It's like, yo, Glenn, a lot of these guys who are doing the rankings are ranking these guys on the amount of offers that they receive.
Yeah. That's where the stars. Yeah,
What? And then how do we know they're not fake offers?
Well,
And you ranking
yeah,
this
what do you
guy.
think they say? What do you think they say?
yeah.
Well, look at Brian Reichert. He's got 7 offers compared to Brandon Arnold, who's only got 1 offer. How could we rank him ahead of him?
Yeah. So that's
Didn't
so
he?
they can't fact check it. They can't, and coaches not are not really allowed to to say what's real and what's not real. So they don't say much. But definitely, like, football is definitely based on offers, how many offers you got, and that's how that whole ranking system works. But basketball is the obvious. You know who's the McDonald. You know who's the top 25. You know those kids.
Man, so now that we got that off our chest, hope y'all get it now. Hope y'all understand.
Mhm.
Uh,
Hope the adults are listening too. Please,
yeah,
Yeah,
please.
please.
yeah.
And
And no,
parents.
and let's say this to not just to the kids, to the adults, those parents as well. When a coach, AAU high school coach, tell you, blase offered you, okay, appreciate it. all right, when is that coach? When are they going to reach out to me or my son, or when are they going to reach out to my son or my daughter? If they start hemming and hawing, well, nah, you need to have a conversation with that coach. And truthfully, only the head coach has the power to offer you.
Blow the whistle for that, please. Thank you. Thank you.
Say it again. Say it again, please.
Yeah, it's only the head coach he has to approve that offer. Because if I'm a head coach, if I'm offering a kid, right, and that kid turn around and say, "Coach, I'm committing," it puts me in the tough spot.
Yes.
And look, these coaches can't afford to lose their jobs.
Yeah,
That's how bad it's getting. So I think the reins are gonna be pulled in a little bit, right? Because now we letting the cat out the bag and we put them on Front Street. So
yeah.
hopefully these people understand, listen, I'm just gonna post what's real. And it's okay. It's okay to post what's real. It's okay if you only got Division 2 offers, Division 3 offers.
Absolutely.
It's okay if you only got JUCO offers. I'm gonna say it again. It's okay. It's okay if you don't have no offers. I'm gonna keep it a buck. Because what do you want? You can't make them magically appear. You gotta
Pooh,
put
what
in the
sounds
work to
worse?
get those things.
Pooh, what sounds worse? The fact that you had like a Temple, a Stanford, right? You had all these offers, and now you have nothing, or you're a kid who's had nothing and is working up towards something, right? You're a lot more recruitable than saying what happened to all the stuff that you had, right?
Yeah.
Listen, a lot of people, when I told them I was going to FDU, was like, you so much better than that. Why are you going to FDU? Right? And I go, wait till you're in my shoes, you'll understand.
Oh man, could you
Right?
imagine Saint? Could you imagine Saint Francis back then?
Pooh still had a
And
nightmare.
the kids right now, a lot of these kids can't get those offers.
Yeah.
Pooh, how many kids in the PSL would have started on your FDU team? Think Lee Robinson gets in there? Maybe.
He wouldn't have started over my point guards. My point guards are so much better, so much stronger. Right? It's a different level. It's a different level of man in college.
Correct.
But
Right?
yo, Glenn, I got to give a
And
shout out to.
it's not knocking Lee Robinson, but where he's at right now, he's gonna be a junior, bro. Like we talk about grown men.
Yeah, yo, Glenn, I got to give a shout out to KK and those guys at Eagle Brooklyn
Oh, they
because
do an
let me tell you
excellent
something. Let me tell you
job,
something.
bro.
And when I talk to people, what public? I said, look, I said if you look at how they're doing it the right way. They're developing their guys, right? I remember the big fella, Hunter. I remember Hunter when he was in the eighth, ninth grade.
Yeah.
And the AAU team he was playing with at the time, I told him, I said, there's something about him, man. He just needs somebody to work with him. You
That's
know,
it.
body looked a little funny. And every time I would see him, I would always tell him, keep grinding, kid, keep grinding. And when I saw what KK and them did with him, nah, they're running that like a college program.
Listen, let me tell y'all a story real quick. Terrence Brown was at FDU 2 years ago. He went there. He got his game right. He was the number 7 scorer in the country. Left there, went to Utah State. All right? I want to make sure. Yes, went to Utah. Now he'll be playing at North Carolina.
Yeah.
See what kind of come up. And we knew he was going to be gone. Right? So we
Yep.
asked him what made him go to FDU. He was like, I know I have the ball in my hand and I'm going to play and I'm going to start. You get what I'm saying? So that is the whole point. And when I refer to like Lee Robinson's a young kid right now who we know he's going to be a Division I prospect, right? But compared to where Terrence Brown was,
yeah,
in his freshman year,
it's a great comparison.
They both same kind of game,
Yeah,
right? So like I tell the kids, go low so you can use the trampoline to bounce high. If you're not ready to go high, major, don't go.
Yeah.
Don't go, because if you get paid to go there, you ain't getting paid no more until you prove yourself again.
Yeah.
And you just may not.
And I gotta say this. I gotta say this before we go. Let me tell you something. And whether people want to believe it or not, it doesn't matter if you're playing Adidas, you're playing EYBL, you're playing Hoop Group, you're playing Under Armour, you're playing Made Hoops. You're not fooling these coaches anymore. There's tons of kids who playing EYBL or they're sidekicks on those EYBL team, and there's more kids getting scholarship opportunities in Hoop Group and Made Hoops. And I'm here to speak honesty. I show you texts from different EYBL teams trying to recruit my son when he got rolling in Hoop Group. And that's it doesn't matter anymore. You're not fooling these coaches. Go where you're gonna get an opportunity to showcase you. If you can't showcase you got free EYBL leggings, compression shirts, but
I heard a guy say, "Ja, my kids got more sneakers than shots in this session."
yeah.
The
Because
best line of the summer.
the high level kids are going to be the high. I'm not talking about them. I'm talking about those borderline kids. Like you're bugging. Okay, you
Yeah.
don't believe me? Some of y'all keep doing what you're doing.
Yep.
Because when your senior year come, we'll be on the sidelines like, yo, B, told you. See that kid? Remember that kid?
Yep.
Told you. Told you.
Yeah. If you can't showcase you're bugging. You're absolutely bugging. And if I'm a point guard and I'm playing with another point guard that just dominates the ball, nah, you better run for the hills, bro.
Yeah, and Ja, your son's a great example, right?
Mm-hmm.
He could have bounced up to maybe one of those teams and tried to fight that out, but would he have gotten the same kind of exposure, the same kind of playing time? Colleges, like you said, want to see these guys. Like,
Yeah.
so many kids are benefiting from these independent circuits. I mean, even some of them are in the top 100 now, Pooh, are playing in this circuit. So that whole competition thing to me is totally dead.
Yeah.
And if you could, I mean, Jay brought it up, the amount of calls that I get about Made Hoops kids going to these circuits, they are begging for kids to come around. And so many of these kids are getting tossed around. And if only I could show Pooh and Jay how many of these kids from big time circuits are not even playing anymore, JA.
Yeah.
Wow.
They don't want to
Yeah.
play until they go back to their school year. And it's like, if only they
Yeah.
knew how valuable AAU could be. It's
You
really
have
sad.
I've heard that. I've heard a few kids say, I'm taking up, you're bugging. You got to play, but you got to go. You got to go into a situation where you're going to showcase. You're going to showcase you.
No matter what level, right, Jay? You got to figure out what level it
Let
is.
me, let me tell you something. And I can say this because Todd is a really nice guy, right? When I spoke to him about Brandon, right? And the first thing I said, Todd, let's be honest, bro, and I appreciate it. I said, can you guarantee the same opportunities he has at Crown?
Mm.
Well, and see, I'm like Todd, like, you know, my son's EYBL, his EYBL was the knapsack. All of those guys he played against, though, he killed those guys up there. The same kids that were on that expressions team. And I said, but can you promise me that he's gonna? I said, then why we fooling each other? Let's not do that. Let's not do that. He's
And listen,
fine.
right, JA and Pooh, I say the same thing. I talk to kids all the time about their situations. Whenever I hear that a kid is doing great in a situation, they're happy,
Mm-mm.
they're exactly where they want to be. I'm the first guy to wish them good luck and let's move on because that kid's where he's supposed to be. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? That's how I
Yep.
see it.
Yep.
You
Yeah.
know.
Yeah. We saw a few of those this weekend. The team hopping.
Yeah.
And whoever advising that is bugging. Not when you could do pretty much what you want. Because at the end of the day, everybody want to win, but these coaches don't care if you're winning or losing. Like, I want to see, if you're a point guard, I want to see that you could function at my level as a point guard.
Yeah.
Speaking of that, I got a chance to talk to Troy Faison yesterday at Anderson
I
Diaz.
didn't say that. You said that.
No. I'm talking. You were just on a subject, right? Of switching teams, and I talked to him yesterday, and I questioned him about his move from the Lightning to the Wrens, and his thing was, you know, he had a lot on his shoulders. They was asking him to do a lot, right? And it's not to knock the Lightning, but he said, again, I would rather play with a team and then have it focus on myself. And when you hear that from a kid's mouth, listen, don't shake your head when we talk about what a kid feels for himself. We got to make sure that the kid is in a comfortable situation, right? And I said, as long as you're comfortable with your decision and you're happy with it, I'm even happier for you, right? And again, if we don't know, we can say what's right for the kid, but if you're not in that kid's shoes, how would you know? And I'm glad I got to hear it from him and see the realness in his face and how happy he was with his move. It wasn't about the name. It was just about the breath of fresh air to say, you know what? All it's they on me, right? And again, some kids want that, some kids don't. And I think he's found his comfortability space to allow him to play the game that he wants to play.
Yeah.
Right.
I just think and I know Troy's a really, really nice kid. I know Troy's been there with them since sixth, maybe I think seventh, maybe seventh grade. I remember seeing him in the gym in seventh grade. I just look at like, because they gave him an opportunity last year, right? When nobody wanted to give him an opportunity to play 17s. And this is just my opinion and the competitor in me. If I'm trying to develop, right, and as far as recruitment, it's easier to recruit a kid that's in that situation, right? And I'm watching him deal with that adversity, right? Even though they're losing, but he's still grinding. He's still grinding. And then when I watch him, I watched a few games and I'm watching Troy kind of just, it wasn't even really facilitating because it was just, he was, standing watching Anderson do Anderson.
We can't say he
And
was standing watching because he played
I watched,
well. He
no,
played well when they
I
played
watched,
against Beckham Black.
I stand correct. I watched that one game, and that's when we had spoke because I didn't know he left, and when I saw it, I said, "Oh man, like Troy was the go-to." And I get everybody don't want that, but the competitor in me want that for a kid.
But
That adversity.
you probably saw him on his first game to the Rens, right? So
No. That was I saw the game they lost. They played who was that? That was the buzzer beater game. I don't know if they won it because
City Rocks.
the live stream. Yeah, it was against City Rocks. The live stream was messed up.
Right. Okay. I think that probably was like the second game. The second game.
Yeah.
Right.
And that's just me. And I get it. You have to be comfortable. But just the competitor in me, I want to see a kid deal with that adversity.
He dealt with that last year. They was losing it. They was getting their ass kicked last year, bro. We did that last year. Let's keep it a buck. I'm not doing this shit again. I'm not doing this shit again 2 years in a row. Like, that's just me. Like, I sucked it up. Pause. Right? I did that.
Yeah, Paul. Whoa. Hey.
Right? I did that last year. We lost. We did horrible. I'm not gonna do the same thing this year. You already know I can tough out the losing. I could take that. I could take the brunt of the blame for what's going on. I'm not doing that this year. This year, I want to put myself in a better space. Time is ticking, baby. Time is ticking, and I'm running out of time. So if I know the eyes are here in EYBL on Anderson, maybe they'll
I,
be on me as
I'm
well.
I'm not knocking it. I'm not knocking it.
Yeah, just
It's just a competitive part of
Not
me.
2 years in a
and
row, bro.
I got a question.
Mhm.
Is there like an eligibility thing too?
As far as
Would that
what
be a factor why he moved too? Like
we
to qualify for a Peach Jam.
I mean, you lose you lose the first round, that piece. I think, don't they all play like a good portion before they start before they start the
They,
elimination piece?
the goal is to get the Peace Jam, and Lightning got the Peace Jam last year.
No,
No,
I don't
Rens
think
did.
so.
The
I
Rens
don't
did.
think so.
The Rens did.
Yeah,
I know. That's what I'm saying. We're
yeah,
not doing that again this year.
Yeah, yeah.
yeah.
That's what I'm saying. I'm gonna give
Again,
myself the best
I
chance
get
to
you. I
succeed.
get you. I get you. But again, there is a live period before they start PSHAM.
Mm.
Again, where those coaches are when those coaches are out.
And
Again,
you're saying too,
just a
Jay, the
competitor
playing
of me.
style too. The playing style too, from what you saw, where almost like, in order to get a win, you got to play at your top level. You know what I mean? You like that style and that opportunity for
It,
sure. Yeah.
Let me tell you something. For me, and I love Ryan, their family. You know how frustrating that was for me as a dad and as a coach to knowing my son was a point guard and sitting there and watching him, kind of play sidekick and I can see you can see the frustration. And but the one thing I told him, I'm like, dude, you know what? You got to figure this. You got to figure this out. You got to because this may be a situation in college. How are you going to deal with this adversity?
Yeah.
And that's just a competitive part in me, and I get it. I don't know the situation. I don't know the conversations or whatever, but
He's already
I
got
do
Division
know.
One scholarship, so he got some time.
Yeah, I don't know. I really I don't know.
No, I said your son. He got
Oh
some
yeah, yeah,
time.
yeah, yeah, yeah. No, I'm
He's
talking
already
about
good.
Troy.
Right.
Yeah, I'm talking about
Troy
Troy.
right
Yeah,
now, time is
yeah,
ticking out, and I need this to pop.
yeah,
Right. So, but speaking of that, last night I was at Anderson Diaz celebration, gathering of the village, man. Let me tell you something. What a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful thing. So many people came out to celebrate with him. And when we talk about a village, man, and that's all
yeah.
everybody, I was
He got
interviewing
that.
everybody.
He got that
Everybody was
old
like,
Felipe. He got that old
he
Felipe
said,
vibe.
he said,
Right?
yo,
He does.
that village, that village,
Yeah,
that village, that village.
He does.
And that was an awesome, awesome event. Thank you to the family. Thank you,
Shout out
Kenny
Pops,
Sat.
man.
Right? Tito, appreciate you for inviting us out, man.
Let
It was a great time. Now we got a few more minutes, right? So
yeah.
you
Anson
mentioned,
got that old. Anson got that old school. He getting that old school KA love like that.
and I told him
Or he has that
he
aura.
and he's a little bit familiar with Kenny, and I told him, I said, yo, bro, when I
Yeah,
first
yeah,
saw you as a freshman, nobody ever gave me that vibe. I thought I'll never see that again, and you gave me
he got
that,
that.
right? He gave me that. Mm,
Yeah, like that all American. When you see him walking, like he all American.
yeah, facts,
What are
facts.
some of the
Yeah.
parts of Anderson's game that you like the most, JA? You've seen a lot of guards over the years. You've seen him a long time. What do you think are some of the things that'll help him when he gets to the SEC?
His confidence. He's his confidence is great out the roof. His confidence. I'm telling
No
you,
doubt.
he has that old all American like
Hmm.
like that Steph. Yeah, Steph used to walk in the gym on his tippy toes, but he has that.
Yeah,
For me, I think it's his patience, right? He doesn't allow anybody to rush him.
yeah.
Hmm.
He plays at his own pace. So that's what I love. I love
Hmm.
about him.
He's gonna get better in college because they're gonna once they really really force him to really dig in on defense and that get that part where that's when you're gonna probably see the best of him.
How good is Bama gonna be for him? What you think, B? How good you think Bama's gonna be for him?
Man,
Because
man,
everybody
look at
who I
it.
talked to said he's in a perfect position.
Yeah,
Yeah,
look how they let they allow the guards to play.
correct.
They get it in. That is like ideal, regardless of whatever happened. That is like perfect. He lets his guards rock.
Yeah, I completely agree with JA. I mean, the guards look so good. I mean, you saw them against Hofstra. You know, he's got another guy going, a lottery pick in Phylon. You know, and Anderson just has so many good traits about him. And he'll just thrive. I think the fans are going to love him immediately once he's on campus. And, you know, he's just going to be a joy to watch in the SEC every time he's got the ball in his hands.
Yeah, that was perfect.
Right?
All right. So I put up this all decades team, right? And I have Connie Hawkins 1950s, Kareem the 60s, 70s Albert King, 80s Kenny Anderson, 90s. I have Stephon Marbury. People said I was being biased because I should have had Felipe. What do you guys think?
Nah. I would go Lance before.
No, hold
Felipe.
on. We talking about 90s.
Oh, okay, my bad. Yeah. Okay.
What do you think, B?
You know, I mean, Felipe definitely was a phenomenon. And I mean, you know, if you were definitely having a conversation, he's definitely right at the top of the list. I just, with how much Stephon changed so many things, even beyond
Yeah, no, that's not even
basketball.
close.
No, we only judge in high school.
Yeah.
Yeah, nah. That's it.
Even in high school.
He didn't win more than Steph.
No, they both won one in their senior year.
It still leans Steph, man. I mean, just
Steph. Yeah, I say Steph.
So everybody was saying, you know, yo, you got the Brooklyn bias.
Think of the pressure he had on him, man, and that family alone.
Yes.
Crazy. You
Yeah,
know, and
Steph.
Felipe definitely had his obstacles too, but and you know, deserves every credit. Like I said, is in the combo 100%. I definitely think he deserves some votes, but Steph
They're right there. But you gotta pick one. I don't like this tie business. I don't like this tie.
I say Steph.
Just can't.
Steph.
Okay. See,
Yeah.
and when I asked people yesterday, no one said they were just like, damn, it's tough. So when I hear a lot of people say, yo, it's tough, I gotta make the executive decision.
Yeah.
Right? And again, maybe because I saw Steph more. I saw Felipe play as well, right?
Yeah.
But I saw Steph more, right? And again, Felipe, Steph, and I got to give it to one. I got to give it to one. CK said, good pick. See? And everybody, you know, you give, and I don't read my comments, right? But when I go on and I want to just because, you know, I just want to show people that I'm here with you, right? A lot of times I'm just liking, unless you say something negative, I will block you and get you out of there. Right? Some dude wrote, Pooh was trash at Lincoln. Now he has a podcast. I was like,
oh wow, that's funny.
You must don't know me, fam. Like, I don't give those guys response. I said, block, ignore, get them out of here.
Those guys crack me up, man.
Yeah, those guys, you know, I don't respond to trolls. All right. My next one was Lansing Bassett.
Yeah, okay.
Was Lansing again. And everybody say you should have gave it to Bassett because he went straight to the pros. Which you can say, okay. But
was Lance allowed to go to the pros? Jay?
Oh, I'm not sure. I'm not sure.
Did it change? I think it changed after that.
Yeah, I can't remember if he had to do a year or not first. And
I think it kind of changed after that.
Yeah.
Now again, Bassett did something no other high school player in New York City have ever done. It would have been the easiest thing to give him that slot, right?
Yeah.
But then Lance broke all his records and then won one more championship.
Exactly.
We're not judging the NBA. Okay, you went to the league. You went to the league first. Cool. But we're not judging we're not stretching it to the league, just in high school. And I guess what you did in high school got you to the league, which is awesome. Had to pick one. And I think sometimes when you pick the easiest pick to make everybody happy, and I don't just go against the grain just to go against the grain. It just
Who had the best stats?
Lance.
And he had more championships?
Yes.
All right, what are we debating, bro?
So this is what I'm saying. But we're not. Yes. CK, don't even do it. Yes, he did. Look on the list. So, and again,
CK
had to pick one.
Yeah.
Right. And when I ask
Lance
people, you know what people go? They do the Lance and what's the name thing? They do the Lance and Felipe thing. Ooh, that's tough. Ooh, that's tough. Okay, I gotta go with Lance.
I'm going Lance too. Heart of a lion.
Yeah,
all
Lance.
day.
Lance to make him dance.
That's right, baby. And we're not talking about MMA boxing skills. We're not talking about that. You see him fight Beasley?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we had him too. We had him too, Sierra's dad, for sure. For sure. Look, we know that, you know, all these guys are worthy, right? And then again, it was the last one was, thank you, CK, appreciate that. Leroy Truck Flood or Rollins from CK, right?
Hold on.
So
This is for
now
what? This is for
the 2010s. Now, when me and Dave, I consult with Dave, and sometimes would shoot B something, and it was just like, yeah, they both won 3. And Rollins was a McDonald's All-American, but Rollins did it from somewhere else and left the city. I can't. Once you leave the city, I can't give you that. If he finished up in the city, I think he wins. I think he wins.
Yeah, I'm so biased. I'm a Raleigh guy. One of my favorite guys I've ever watched in the city. So I'm definitely a little biased.
And as right you should be. As right as you should be.
He was a fun guy to watch, man. Man, was he impressive.
Why did he have to leave?
No reason to leave. Unless he was he too old? J.A. might remember that. Pooh, was he too old maybe?
we talk about the young man from Christ the King?
Yes.
Yeah.
The one who got caught up. Yes.
Remember he went to the Christ school that last year?
Yeah,
He went to the guard school,
Yeah,
again,
that's why he had to leave.
Dave knows, right? So Dave been around and he was like, Pooh, I would, but he had to leave the city because of some reasons. He told me, I was like, then I gotta give it to Truck.
Yeah.
And people will say, yeah, Truck wasn't the main dude every year. Yes, but he helped. Without them, they don't win 3. And that third year, when they won that third one, he was the player of the year. And of course, not in New York because he was with boys and girls.
Yeah, and Isaiah Washington that was his era too.
Another guy up there, yep.
He was Mr. Basketball.
I don't think they won any championships though. Let me see.
I remember Chuck. That was the little stocky little point guard with the West Virginia.
Yeah.
Chuck Bryant, you talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
No, not Chuck Bryant. Chuck Flood from Boys and Girls.
Oh, from boys. You said Boys and Girls.
Yes. Yeah. Hold on. I think they probably. Let me see.
Chuck Bryant was a stud, Jay.
Yeah.
No. So I was there co-founding Jelly Fam during his high school career.
What college did he go to?
He went to Minnesota.
He went to
Minnesota. And Iona, right?
Yeah. The only championship they won, it says the SNY championship. That's it.
That's it.
Right? And I can't do a popularity vote. It's
Okay.
not about the popularity vote. Like I'm not doing that. We're not running for president of your junior high school.
Gonna be some upset people, Pooh.
Come on, B. We already can't please everybody. I'm not here to
Can't.
please everybody.
Can't.
And they
Can't
go,
do it.
yo, your Brooklyn bias. The facts are just the facts, bro. If the amount of players that would have came out would have been from Harlem or been from the Captain School or it would have just been it. And maybe they're tough. Maybe the kid wins one here.
Yeah, and that was Alvarado was at Christ King during that time as well.
Yeah. J.A., who's your favorite player that you're excited for next season in the city?
Anthony Elaw. No, I'm just being biased. In the city.
He don't even know,
It's
bro.
tough.
He don't even know. We got on the list for kids that we didn't name: Christian Marbury, Levi Sylvester, Amir Dockery.
Hold on. And the other, what's his name? He went to Iona as well from Christ the King. He was coaching too. He's coaching now, I think, with the Lightning. He was Mr. Basketball. What's his name? He's coaching the Lightning's the middle school team. He's on Jeff's staff.
Oh, you talking about Severe, John Severe.
John Severe, yes.
John Severe.
He was a killer.
Yes.
Monster. Fordham, right?
Yeah, it was Fordham or Iona. It was Fordham or Iona.
I thought it was Fordham.
He went to Iona. He went to Iona.
Yeah.
He went to Iona.
Killer in high school.
Definitely got to interview John Severe very, very soon. They said, who else could have been? Shamari Pons?
Yeah. I was thinking of Shamari. Come on, man. You got to throw on my Long Island guy. That's Jared Roden era there, man. You know, I got to talk about my boy. Even though it was Long Island, but he killed.
Yeah. What about Big Larry from Stepinac? What kind of year you think he's gonna have?
I think he could have a big season, man. He's looked good on the circuit, and every minute he played, he looked like a dude.
Well, I'm gonna run off the name before we get out of here. We got Javion Jones, Jumpman, Gio Morant, Malachi Miller, Heathrow Hillings, Akeem McLaren, Shane Lopez, Tommy Wolf, Kelly Griffin, Christian Brown, and Justin DeSena. All right? The top program.
And Anthony Elaw.
That's right, baby.
Keep pumping your guy, man. Keep pumping your guy. I haven't seen him play yet. All right? As long as you put him in a put him in the algorithm, we'll get to see him play.
It'd be nice to see Malloy cooking again, Jay. It would be.
Yes. Wishing a dream. All right. Top programs in 2026. Christ the King, Cardinal Hayes, Holy Cross, Eagle Academy Bronx, St. Francis Prep, Eagle Academy Brooklyn, Nazareth, Stepinac, Mount Senior Scaling, and Canarsie in no particular order. With saying that game about to come on, and we got to see who's going to lose to the Knicks in the championship.
Let's go Knicks, baby.
Yeah, appreciate y'all, man.
Thanks,
No doubt. Appreciate you, J.A.
Boxes.
No more fake offers.
Shout out, BA, man. Good luck, my man.
Yep. All right, y'all.
All right, peace. Peace, y'all.